Hello everybody, this is Thannus here, and today we are back in Metroid Prime. In the last episode, we got the Spider Ball acquired, and made our way through a few areas to kind of gather our bearings. And we got a few artifacts for the first time as well. Starting off here, I'm actually returning to Magmore Caverns, because there is an item that I was able to get by the end of my efforts last episode that I completely forgot I was able to get. So I'm doing that now. So I will see you guys in, if I go back to the world map, go to Magmore. We are heading towards, not geothermal core, the Magmore workstation. So see you guys there. Oh wait, no, the Magmore workstation I have already done. Never mind. I was thinking of a completely different item. So never mind. We are not going to Magmore Caverns. We are going back to Chozo Ruins. So I'll see you guys there instead. Alright, we're getting a data reading. Let's go ahead and see what this entails. Alright, an antechamber off of the furnace. So we'll have to go back there for sure. There's also a few items in this area that we'll be able to get now that we have the Spider Ball. So we'll be heading there as well. So see you guys once we get to, I want to say, the Sun Tower. Alright, so actually, one other thing I realized. Now that we have our super missiles, we should be able to get, I'm just gonna do this here. Oops. We should be able to get this open now. And I believe we should be able to jump in there as well. Let me climb on up. That's essentially the last item in this room here that we were previously unable to get. Climb, well, yeah, there's also that one missile tank that is obstructed by the grappling hook, so we still can't get that one, I guess. But this item in the tree is one we can finally reach, so we'll do that now. Just climb on around up here. I believe you can also jump from the other side. There we go. There we go. Missile expansion. All right. And now I will see you guys in the Sun Tower. Alright, here we are back in the Sun Tower, and obviously, now that we have the Spider Ball, we can actually do something about this room. So, let's get rid of these war wasps first, make sure they're not bugging us anymore. Get it? Bugs. I believe that should be 2 left. Alright. Now then, we can scan this here, and you'll see that it is made of cordite. We can do something about cordite now. Blast that open, and blast this one open as well. And now we can scan these 2 icons, which we could not scan before. And there are 2 more on the pillars, I believe. There's one. The last one was... there it is. Alright, and now we have opened this gate that was blocking the spider rail. Not that we could have used it before, but now we can. New research entry for the magnetic rail system. We've already scanned those guys up there. So now we can just go up. These guys can hurt you, so you gotta time this. You don't have to get too close to the wall. Their hurt box isn't big enough to really cause any issues. And there we are. We've made it to the top of the room. We've already actually been at the top of the room before, but it gives us a shortcut. That was strange. Alright, let's see what that was all about. Alright, we're back in Phlogra's room, and we have encountered something new. These are the Chozo Ghosts. Spectral entity, bioelectric field, and vulnerable to natural energies. As these entities phase in and out of existence, the only way to track them accurately is with X-ray scanning. This partially phased nature makes them invulnerable to natural energy types such as fire, ice, and electricity. Their aggressive and erratic behavior is most likely due to the corrupting effects of Phazon in the Talon 4 environment. They appear to be drawn to Chozo religious sites, where they wreak havoc among anything that enters the area. So, we have to attack these guys with our power beam. And they kind of just phase in and out of reality, which is going to make fighting them a little bit more of a chore. Just keep an eye out for them. Oh. We don't have X-ray vision, so we can't see them when they're invisible. Unfortunately for us. So, just shoot them as you see them, pretty much. That's really the only way to deal with them for now. I will say the Chozo Ghosts are kind of annoying to deal with. Get used to them, because this isn't the last time you'll be dealing with them. Okay, that's one down. We got 2 to go still. Oh, there he is. Couldn't see shit. Okay, that's 2 down. Still got 1 left. I figure if we stay up here, we'll be able to see him easier. Come on. I did not shoot very many times, I guess. Alright, he's done. Nice. Alright, and it looks like defeating them gets us access to yet another artifact. Very nice. This one is the... Okay, it doesn't say we just need it, I guess. Could have swore it did, but does not. Alright, we got the artifact of... Wild. Very nice. And that also opened up the door that we could not get back through last time we fought Phlogra. So, let's go through there. Now that we have renewed access to this area, we get through here. Through these tentacles as well, as annoying as they are. And head into the... I think we want to go into the gathering hall here. So we're doing that. Yeah, this room is still off limits, unfortunately, for us. Can't do much of anything with that yet. I believe we might be able to do something in here, so we'll stop by there in a moment. But we're heading to the gathering hall first because we still got something we can grab from the antechamber. Alright, and from the gathering chamber, we're going to head into the watery hall, then the dynamo. Because there was a spider ball track in the dynamo that we were not able to use before. Get rid of the shriek bats. hopefully not have to deal with the tentacles. Ah, and I fell. Awesome. Not sure why the explosive mushrooms are making the same noises that the tentacles do, but whatever. Also kind of weird that the tentacles have eyeballs, but I'm not the designer. I didn't make them. Also, it doesn't look bad. It just looks weird. Okay, head through here and into the dynamo, where we will find a spider ball track if I don't fall down. And a missile tank is waiting for us there. Very nice. Let's head back down. Now then, not much else we can do at the dynamo. However, we can head over to the energy core. Specifically, we're going to want to head to the furnace. So I'll see you guys there. Okay, now that we're in the energy core, we're just going to head straight on through to the furnace. No need for a detour. Except for around the ice. Or not ice shriekbacks, they're just normal shriekbats. Alright, we couldn't go up here before, so we'll do that now. And don't fall down. Alright, here we are. Can't use that door there, but there are a few things in here we can do. So let's do it. Get rid of these beetles here so they're out of the way. Can't kill these things here, but we can scan them. They are plated parasites, hardy member of the parasite family and vulnerable to most weaponry. Cousins to the parasite, these creatures are known for their amazing resilience. Field studies suggest a weakness to morph ball delivered weapon systems. Alright, good to know. We look around more. Not much else that we can scan in here, except for this Chozo lore entry. Chozo script is translated. What is this otherworldly pestilence that infests the land, seeking out life in its blind need for corruption? And where did the meteor that brought it originate? Was it crafted by alien hands, or is it roving a chunk of planet that suffered a violent end? Our minds quail in horror at the thought that long ago, in some corner of the universe, as yet unseen by our eyes, an entire planet was perhaps once coated with this great poison. Whatever cataclysm may have ruptured that doomed place must have been mighty indeed. And if other meteors from it spread through space, bearing this evil to the far corners of the universe, we hold fast to the hope that this is not so. The only surviving remnants of this evil are here on Talon 4. Then, at least, there is hope for its eradication. Alright. Well, that's unfortunately kind of dire. We're not going to head this way quite yet, I believe. And I was mistaken. Nothing we can do in here quite yet, but we can go through here, so we'll do that. Alright, very ominous and foreboding as soon as we walk in. Let's go ahead. Oh, wrong button. Walk through here. Okay. Still can't go through that door yet. That is a door of unknown beamage, I should say, I guess. So for now, we'll just boost ball right over to the other side. Alright, we got more Chozo lore here.
Recorded to logbook.
Chozo script translated. To the entrusted one. If you read these words, then our hope has not been in vain. Your path is fraught with danger monstrosities beyond description lurk in the shadows. Starving, hunting for prey, searching for ways to quench the poisonous urges that bloom in their brains. Some of these are shrewd, but they are blinded by their evil designs, believing in the black promise of the great poison. They seek to harness it for their own ends. It is these last that are in greatest danger. When you rid the universe of these creatures, you will be the true and trusted one.
Recorded to logbook.
None know if our temple, the cradle, will prove powerful enough to contain this evil forever. For now, it wraps around that abomination, cutting it off from the world above. However, we believe the power of Cypher, which has been produced by linking the 12 artifacts, should be strong enough. The fate of this world is now left to the one who will collect all the artifacts in the future. The time when the entrusted one knows is approaching.
Recording to logbook.
Many Chozo are gifted with a distant sight, and even more begin to learn it as our harmonization with the universe becomes more and more complete. We peer forward, seeing prophecy in the ripples of the water, hearing rumors of coming days on the breath of the wind. Though we celebrate the distant sight, many of these visions are dark. The worst of the prophecies, and the most common, tells of the coming of the worm. Born from parasites nurtured in a poisoned womb, the worm grows, devouring from within until the world begins to rot. Not all prophecies come to pass, of course, but we cannot help but fear this dark portent. Alright, that is unfortunate, but there is a cordite piece on the wall here we can blast open. Doing so gives us something we can scan. Alright. So that gives us access to that there. We'll also note, never mind, we can get through that door. But we'll hold off on that for just a sec. We're gonna spider ball by boosting up there. Just gotta get the momentum to reach it. There. And then another bomb in the slot. And there we are. Rinse and repeat on the other side now. Grab onto there, bomb this spot here. And we've activated that elevator there. Head up as quick as we can. And we can grab the missile. And there's nothing else on that side. We head over here. Nothing else there as well. So yeah, just fall out there. And I believe that is about it for this room. It's just that one missile. So we'll head back over to the other side and climb back up the half pipe to get into that door. Alright. Oh, wrong visor. Only the holder of 12 shall face the worm. Not sure that I want to face the worm. Wow, they didn't drop anything. Okay. Oh, good. I see a Chozo ghost. Hollow banner text reads the Hall of the Elders. Radiation collector designed to absorb and store solar energy. They appear largely decorative. Alright, good to know, I suppose. Identified as a statue of a Chozo elder. According to Chozo lore, these statues serve as the watchful guardians of tombs and shrines. Its outstretched hands are empty, as if awaiting an offering. Alright. And I have triggered the Chozo ghost. I can't enter that morph ball slot right now. Good job, me. Let's get rid of the Chozo ghost as quickly as we can. Thankfully, it's not moving around very much. And he's gone. Very nice. Alright. Doors are unlocked. Scanning it again does nothing. Scan the floor, however. Mechanical structure of bridge indicates it can be rotated. The Elder's greatest power lies beyond the second lock. Alright, good to know. Some sort of plug is covering the slot miner. Energy readings indicate that a small explosive device is installed. Additional scans indicate that the detonator for the device is located somewhere of high altitude. Okay. And then there's another lore entry back here.
Recording to logbook.
Chozo script translated. Things bound to earthly shapes are temporal and frail. Existing in a single dimension, they are fragile, vulnerable, and ultimately mortal. However, not all things obey this law. Shapeless, they wait beyond the realm of perception, emerging only when one arrives who can feel their presence. Such is the will of the Chozo. Our will to defeat the evil seeping into this planet remains. We desire only to see the darkness meet its end. The will of the Chozo has no mind or reasoning of its own, though. This will be the entrusted one's trial. Alright. Great to know. So, we need to get back up. Because there is still a Morphball slot I want to check out. We go in here. We have another map room. Alright, we got our... Oh, nope. I'm sorry, not a map room. It's a missile reload room, which we haven't encountered before, apparently. Missile station. Okay. Surprised we haven't seen one of those yet. Could have swore we would have at this point. Alright. Then, in that case, I guess we... Oh. Safety shield online, window secure. Okay, there's still a little bit more we can do up there. We are going to jump into the statue here, onto the statue, and turn into a morph ball. And as it launches us up, make sure we have our spider ball on. And after we bomb that slot, it releases those through there. Interesting. Now, we have a reason to climb back up there. And we will do so. And we can't do much about these two. Affected by cold. Affected by heat. And affected by an erratic energy wavelength. So, we switch to our wave beam. We can get rid of that. Jump in. And bomb it. And that opens up something new for us. So let's check it out. New path has been opened. Oops. Come on. Whatever, I'll just jump up there the same way I did a second ago. Alright, we've been shot up to a new area. Let's see what awaits us up here. Those are back on as well. Make sure you don't fall off. Now that we're behind this energy shield, we can actually turn it off here. So we can just walk right back on out now. And open this door up. Alright, this room looks interesting. We've seen these things before, stone toads. They will gobble us up. Scan this here. Drainage shutoff is holding, maintaining the water level of the reflecting pool at 95%. Okay. There's a telluric alloy drain cover. I believe. No. Ah, yeah, there we go. So we just bomb that open. And we are now able to do a little bit more in this room. So, we see a half pipe. You know what to do. You're going to have to get rid of this stone toad, because otherwise he will eat you. And we want to not. This guy, though, will let us pretty much guarantee ourselves a spot on this ledge. And we can walk around. before we go in that room, which is the room the game wants us to go in, we're actually going to head over to this side. Open this door up. And this is a save room, but with something else at the end of it. Let's check it out. Ah, this is an elevator. This gives us access to Talon Overworld East. Somewhere we have not been yet, I believe. But for now, let's head back through here. And then we can actually just jump right across here. Get that. And here we have a new item. This is the Ice Beam. Now, if we switch the Ice Beam, we can open up new doors. The white doors that have plagued us for oh so long. So, might as well start off with this one right here. Go up into this area. Open this up. There's another elevator. This one goes to Talon Overworld South. Alright. So, before we go to either of those elevators, we're going to explore the Chozo ruins a little bit more. See what our Ice Beam can get us. There was also that one room that I believe we were able to get to without the Ice Beam that I think we should check out before we leave as well. So we'll do that first. So, I think first off, I will see you guys back in the Hall of the Elders where there are a few Ice Beam things we can do. I don't know why never mind, I'm not cutting that. We're literally right here. And we also have to fight the Chozo Ghost again. Chozo Ghosts, plural. Thanks, game. I feel so gratified for having to fight this very annoying enemy over and over again. And again, you will have to fight them many times. They're a very large nuisance. Get rid of the bastards. If I am thankful for anything, I am thankful that the Chozo Ghosts have not come back in any of the other Metroid Prime games. Yet! Prime 4's not out yet. We don't know if the Chozo are doing anything on Viros. We'll see. Alright, he's dead. Before we open any of the ice doors, we're gonna go ahead and see what the Ice Beam gets us with the statue. Go ahead and go up there, bomb that. Alright, now that we've opened up that new path, head down to the statue and miss the slot entirely. Awesome. There we go. Now that we're down here, we have access to another energy tank. Grab that. And head through here. We are back. Alright, and there are two ice doors that we have access to now. Looks like one of them might attach to this room here. So we're going to go with the one that is right here first. This room has a lot of pipes in it, so I have to do a little bit of very light parkour to get through. And that gives us access to the crossway again. Okay. Could have swore there was more I was able to do with that, but whatever, it's another shortcut. And we can also head back to the furnace now, where there's also a little bit more we can do with the Ice Beam. There we go. Now that we're back in the furnace, blast open this door here. This is just a tunnel back to that room. Okay. Could have swore there was a little bit more we could do with the ice beam in here, but not a big deal, I guess. I suppose. I could have sworn I was able to do something in the furnace already. Hold on, give me one moment. Alright, I was wrong. We can't do anything in here yet. We're gonna have to wait some more time. So, I will see y'all once we get back to the ruined shrine, which is where we were gonna go a while back. And now we can. Fun fact, when you charge the ice beam, it completely covers your arm cannon in ice. It does not do that in the Wii version of the game, specifically the Japan-exclusive new play-controlled version and the Metroid Prime Trilogy version of the game. I think it had something to do with the messed up animations because it was on a Wiimote, but they did fix it in this version of the game. I think they also had an issue with the wave beam producing those electrical sparks, and something similar with another beam we have yet to see. Anyways, that aside, I will see you guys here again. Oy vey. There are Chozo ghosts in this room as well. You can just ignore these ones. There are sometimes the Chozo ghosts will lock you out of leaving a room. These ones don't. They're optional, and I'm not going to deal with them. There's no benefit to doing so with them either. Oh, hold on. Something else I missed. In this room, this geyser here will blast you. Well, oh. We have to be in the funnel when it starts. But now we have our spider ball. We can go up here. And into here. Oh, if I can. There we go. Drop down, grab the missile expansion. Alright. Now I'll see you guys at the ruined shrine. Keep running into stuff I was able to grab now. Alright, now that we're in here again, we are being accosted by Chozo ghosts once again, but we don't really have to worry about them right now. This room is irrelevant. So we want to go back across this way, so up that side of the half-pipe. We can ignore the Chozo ghosts. They might hurt you a little bit, but they're not all that much of a problem otherwise. Go across here. And now we can open this door with a wave beam and head into here. And this next room is the Tower of Light. Let's see what we can do here real quick. Before anything else, we are going to actually head into this area here. And I am realizing I can't actually get up there yet. So, never mind. We'll come back to that. But there is still something you can do in the Tower of Light, which we will see in just a moment once I get out of the water. Alright, there we are. So, the further we climb up, we will see that there are these pillars made of brimstone. We climb up this way. We'll see that these things are crawling around as well. Normal blast do nothing. However, missiles do shatter the pillars. So, we'll break a few of these. Then one more. Okay. That looks interesting. Alright, and then it will also spawn these things. They look similar to an enemy font Magmore, but it's different. It's the Plated Puffer. Mutated puffer with reinforced epidermis. Phazon exposure has created a mutant strain of puffers on Talon 4. They have developed plated skin, making them harder to burst. Concussive weapons can still do the job, however. The gas within the plated puffer is just as deadly as that within their cousins. So, we don't want to be hit by these things either. And of course I just was, so I've already failed on that front. But you can just head up, and then we want to break these open, just like the ones below. They are pretty easy to aim around the little eye beetle guys. I say right as I just hit one directly. Again, 3 times in a row. And we got one. Nope, that's all 3 of those. Okay, with that, we have one more tier to go. Same deal. Just hit around these guys. Don't get hit by the puffers. You should be set. Ah. Okay, that's all 4 of those. And that is the last level we had to knock down, so now we can jump up here and reach this item, which is the Wave Buster. Alright, now that we've acquired the Wave Buster, we can basically do the same thing as we do with super missiles. However, it is the equivalent for the Wave Beam. So, as a quick demonstration, we switch over the Wave Beam, charge it just like we do for the super missiles, and then hold down the missile button. We get a constant beam. It does drain your missiles pretty fast, so don't waste it, like I just did to demonstrate it. But yeah, now that we've acquired that, we are going to head back to Talon through those elevators we just opened up and hopefully see what our new Ice Beam can get us. So, in the next episode, I will see you guys back in the reflecting pool so we can continue our journey. Have a good one. Bye-bye.